Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle lately, you know that the Pittsburgh Steelers are making headlines for reasons that go far beyond their usual gritty, hard-nosed reputation. This offseason has been a game-changer, not just for the team, but for the entire division. The Steelers, known for their stingy defense and a quarterback room that's been a bit of a carousel in recent years, decided to shake things up in a big way. And the star of the shake-up, none other than four-time NFL MVP Aaron Rodgers, a future Hall of Famer who's now calling Pittsburgh his home for the 2025 season. That's right, Rodgers, who signed with the Steelers after a long, illustrious career that many considered one of the best to ever play the position, is now part of the Steel City. Imagine the impact that this has already had, even before the pads are even fully suited up for training camp. Rodgers didn't join the team until June, which means he's been arriving in Pittsburgh a little later than most, but already, his presence is felt. The first thing that jumps out is how his leadership and veteran presence are energizing the defense. And make no mistake, the Steelers' defense has always been a backbone of their identity. But now, facing Rodgers in practice every day, they're experiencing a different level of challenge. It's not just the arm talent, although, believe me, Rodgers' arm is still as live as ever, but it's his mind, his cadence, and his ability to manipulate defenses that are truly causing headaches for the Steelers. In fact, the feedback from the players has been nothing short of fascinating. T.J. Watt, the star linebacker who's been a force on that side of the ball for years, recently shared some insights during an interview on the Pat McAfee Show. And let me tell you, Watt's words give us a real glimpse into what's happening behind the scenes. When asked about practicing against Rodgers, Watt didn't hold back. "It's frustrating," he said, "because he talks a lot of smack. And that's classic Rodgers, always confident, sometimes a bit cocky, but incredibly effective." Watt went on to describe how Rodgers likes to talk trash, but more than that, he's a master of the no-look pass, which keeps the defense guessing. "He really does," Watt said, "and a lot of the no-look passes are things that we're getting used to." That's an important point. Rodgers' ability to throw from different angles, his fake throws, his cadence, all of that keeps defenders on their toes. Watt mentioned that he likes to bat down passes at the line of scrimmage, trying to disrupt Rodgers' rhythm, but the veteran quarterback is just too smart for that. "He's able to manipulate the defense good," Watt added, "so that's been very frustrating. Hopefully one day we get the better of him." Imagine facing a quarterback who's not only physically talented but also a strategic genius. That's exactly what Pittsburgh is dealing with right now, and it's making them better every day in practice. Speaking of strategies, Cam Hayward, the stalwart defensive tackle, also weighed in on Rodgers' approach. "His cadence is deadly," Hayward said, emphasizing how Rodgers knows exactly when to snap the ball to maximize his advantage. "The thing he does best is he knows how to abuse the play clock. It's ridiculous, but it's gonna make us better." That's the kind of player Rodgers is. He's not just throwing the ball, he's dissecting defenses, finding their weak spots, and exploiting them with precision. It's almost like a chess game, and for the Steelers' defense, it's both challenging and an opportunity to elevate their game. Now, what's also interesting is how this competition in practice has already sparked some questions about Rodgers' performance. Recently, there was a bit of a buzz after Rodgers threw an interception during his first training camp practice. Some fans and analysts wondered if the transition was going to be smooth, but Rodgers himself took it in stride. "It's not a bad thing to get beat up a little bit," he said, via ESPN's Brooke Pryor. "Sometimes you can learn more from the failures in training camp than getting after him every single day." That mindset is classic Rodgers, always looking to improve, always learning, always pushing himself and his team to be better. What's really fascinating here, beyond just the immediate impact on the team, is what this means for the AFC North as a whole. The division has always been known for its physicality and tough defenses, but now, with Rodgers leading the Steelers' offense, you have a team that's not only solid on defense, but also has a quarterback who can elevate the entire operation. It changes the way opponents have to prepare. No longer are the Steelers just relying on a steady running game or a defense that's built to dominate. Now, they have a quarterback who can make plays from anywhere on the field, with a mind that's as sharp as ever. And let's not forget, the Steelers have a history of success with quarterbacks who can adapt and elevate the team. Think about Terry Bradshaw, Ben Roethlisberger, and now, with Rodgers, they're adding another legendary name to that list. The question now is, how will this dynamic play out in the upcoming season? Will Rodgers be able to mesh quickly with the existing offensive personnel? Will his veteran leadership rub off on the younger players, especially in the passing game? And how will the defense continue to evolve, especially with the challenge of facing such a cerebral quarterback during practice every day? The expectations are sky high, but if there's one thing we know about the Steelers, it's that they're always resilient. Their coaching staff, led by Mike Tomlin, is known for adapting and preparing a team to face any challenge. The chemistry between Rodgers and Kenny Pickett, the young quarterback who's been the starter, is a talking point too. Rodgers' experience and leadership are expected to push Pickett to new heights, fostering a competitive environment that can only benefit the team in the long run. Looking at the bigger picture, this move to bring Rodgers into the fold signals a clear intent by the Steelers to contend seriously in 2025. They're not just building for the future, they're trying to make a real push now, using Rodgers' talent to lift the entire team. The division rivals, like the Ravens and Bengals, will have to reevaluate their strategies because facing the Steelers just got a lot more complicated. The AFC North is becoming one of the most exciting divisions in football again, with storylines that will keep fans on the edge of their seats all season long. Of course, this doesn't mean everything is guaranteed to be smooth sailing. There's always an adjustment period when a superstar like Rodgers joins a new team. Chemistry needs to build, timing has to be right, and the entire offense needs to gel. But the early signs are promising. The Steelers' offense looks energized, and the defense is relishing the challenge of facing a quarterback of Rodgers' caliber every day. It's a true battle of wits and talent every time they hit the practice field. And so, as we inch closer to the regular season, all eyes will be on how Rodgers continues to adapt and how the Steelers' team chemistry develops. This is a story that's still unfolding, and I promise you, it's going to be one of the most exciting chapters in Steelers history. Fans are already buzzing, analysts are dissecting every practice report, and the division rivals are probably losing sleep over what this new Steelers powerhouse might become. In the end, what we're witnessing isn't just about one player or one team, it's about the reshaping of a division and the NFL landscape as a whole. The Steelers, with Rodgers at the helm, are positioning themselves as serious contenders, and the journey ahead promises to be unforgettable. So stay tuned, because this story is just getting started, and I'll be right here bringing you all the updates, insights, and analysis you need to stay ahead of the game. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this bold move? Are you excited about Rodgers leading the team? Do you believe this will be enough to push the Steelers over the top and back into serious Super Bowl contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Every fan voice counts, and your insights help make this community one of the best places to discuss everything Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, whether it's game analysis, player news, or deep dives into the team's strategies, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. This season is shaping up to be one for the history books, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Thanks for being part of this journey, Steelers Nation. Let's keep that passion burning bright and get ready for what's coming next.